I personally found the entries of a very high standard. There's quite a lot of work that's been on the awards circuit already, but there were a few new things. But I thought it was when we were looking at our selections and we looked at our bronze selection. I don't know what you thought. I thought, wow, there's some incredible work in the bronzes. So I think it was good.
I agree. I think even on the first day when we're voting through the entire body of work, I think we all felt that like we have a show for sure, because there's quite a few pieces of work that we felt could be any number of gold, silver, and bronze within it. So I think it kind of like we all put our shoulders down and kind of relaxed for the following couple days.
I totally agree. We knew we'd have some great work to award, and it's always a good place to start.
Yes. So the idea is called Prêt à voter, which is it's a book of written laws that were pre-written by a non-profit to kind of speed the process of the government to vote new laws, and I think that alone kind of like all struck us as something remarkable, like to get the work depolitized. It made it apolitical, like and then put in front of the government to vote. It kind of eat the time away from what really matters, which is voting something that can have a positive impact into how people live their lives.
And I think, I think there was the endeavour bit, which was we're going to write these laws. It took a year and a half or something, I think, for them to actually write the laws. So pre-written, but what I think tipped it up to Grand Prix was that 3 of the laws got passed. So often, we see brilliant work for NGOs and not-for-profits, and it's incredible emotional work, and it can raise awareness, but this actually is making a tangible difference to the world, and I thought that pushes it into a whole other space.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because we judged this category called non-traditional, and if you put all the ideas, maybe even like gold, silver, and bronze, not one of them is similar to the next in terms of the medium that it's made for, the approach and the call to action, how it behaves. If you go back 10 years ago, you would probably have to create a new category for each individual piece that we voted this year, which kind of shows like how we're all behaving now. Like there's no box to be filled when we go have ideas. So with that alone, I think it became the new standard.
Totally, and I think it's really an excellent category to do this year because it is non-traditional. Like you say, there's some incredible work in there. Nothing was the same, but actually it's also quite a difficult category. So as creative people, we're always thinking, how can I do this differently? How can I flip something on its head? Which instantly should make it kind of non-traditional. So it's quite tough actually pulling that apart. But hopefully we won't need this category for much longer, because I think the work we are doing is getting more and more different. And our Grand Prix, our brand Grand Prix was certainly not traditional.
Yeah. It's crazy to look at the same show, the same group of people voting and giving a Grand Prix to a meatball and a Grand Prix to a book of laws, and it's the same category, right? And within that, like such great golds that are about how you charge your car, or like there's so much variety, like where your eggs come from.
Yeah, amazing.
And none of them you would fit into hey, here's a page, or here's a script, or here's the digital execution. So they all would become their own categories, if you will.
What's great is that we get to see the work in a case study, and it's kind of played, there's a narrative to how the work happened. What I would love to see actually are the briefs that the agency's got, and how much was a brief from a client, how much with the creativity and strategy came from the agency, and sometimes that isn't clear. So in the room we're making choices and assumptions. Yeah. So if anybody's watching this who's doing a case, make it super clear the agency's role, because I think that can push your work significantly higher.
Yeah.